What's up, Breachers? Unpwned here. I'm back! I am so sorry for the lack of YouTube content over the last couple weeks. I have been super busy. I've tried to stream when I can, but I've mostly been training with my team for the Breach Invitational that took place yesterday. So I'm actually currently working on editing all of the invitational footage and going to be pumping out a video for that. But I first wanted to just release this video to kind of give you guys an update, what's going on, future plans, stuff like that. So first off, the invitational's over. My team got third place. It was really fun. Learned a lot. There were lots of combos and things that we, as a team, were not really aware of or thought of that we found out during the tournament. And so it was quite the learning experience. I almost felt like I was, what should I say, hiding under or living under a rock the last couple of weeks because I've been so tunnel visioned on just training with my team. And we've been facing our Veil Demon back and forth, testing builds, trying to down the rooms as fast as possible, things of that sort. So I haven't really got to put in the time and effort to test out all of the classes from all of the changes that have been happening. There have been a lot of changes over the last couple weeks. The developers are pushing out changes like crazy. So most of the guides and stuff for my classes that are on my channel currently are outdated as hell. So they might provide still somewhat of a push in the right direction, but with a lot of the changes that have happened, a lot of the classes will definitely be way different builds. I'll probably be working over those in the weeks to come. We got another update coming soon. There will be another monthly update this month that's going to change a bunch of things. We got a new Veil Demon coming out. Woo! There's a lot of content, I'm telling you. So, during the Invitational yesterday, they gave us a sneak peek of the next Veil Demon, the Shadow Master. And they haven't uploaded the video for it yet, but the basis of it was the Shadow Master was going to be able to make a clone of one of the heroes to a T. So whatever the gems they have, whatever talents they have at that moment, when you clone them, you are them. It's also going to have, apparently, we don't know if they're destructible, but they're going to have placements that are going to buff minions or possessed / cloned creatures, or the cloned hero that you make. Not entirely sure what the buffs are going to be. We don't have numbers or anything, but the class looks fun. Especially being able to take a hero and run around with it and use its abilities. So you're actually going to get to use the hero abilities against them, which could be amazing. And the combinations and the strategies that could happen from this are insane. For instance, I'll throw a couple out there. If you take over an Arcane Mender, right, during a boss fight, Arcane Mender can do some serious burst healing. So if the boss is hurt, you could say, if the Arcane Mender is running haste and Guardian Sprite, you could Guardian Sprite the boss, haste yourself to get the bonus healing, and then spam all heals on that boss and heal it for a couple thousand. And I know it's not a whole lot, but it's still something. And we're not really sure how it's going to work. I'm not sure if you if you Shadow Master a hero and use their abilities, if it makes them all go on cooldown and then that hero not have them, or if it's going to be completely separate. I'm not entirely sure yet. But either way, the setup for the Shadow Master class sounds really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Veil Demons are hurting right now in terms of fighting any type of a team that knows what they're doing. The current state of the game is Veil Demons don't really have trouble facing Pug teams, randoms, because the skill ceiling is completely different. When you're playing on the hero team, you are reliant on your teammates pretty hard. If you have a bad composition, if you have a teammate that doesn't know what they're doing, or there's so many things that could cause the hero team to not go well. Whereas the Veil Demon, you're alone, you're solo. No one can mess up but you. You can carry yourself. So there's a really big difference in the skill ceiling for heroes versus Veil Demon. So right now, basically, if there's a 4-person group with team comms and they even half-ass know what they're doing, objective-wise and team composition-wise, it's going to be almost impossible for 99% of Veil Demons to actually down them at all. It's more like just delaying the inevitable. If you watch the Invitational, you would see that's kind of what happened in the matches with the teams that were closest in terms of skill, was the Veil Demons couldn't actually kill the heroes. It was more about stalling them and keeping them from killing the boss within a certain amount of time. So the balance is it's going to be very hard to balance a game like this around that, because are you balancing around the hardcore players with the pre-made teams, or are you balancing the casuals that are just, queuing for fun randomly? So it's going to be rough. It's not like a regular MOBA where everyone's playing the same stuff, It's not all the same. It's not 5 heroes versus 5 heroes, and so all those heroes are of the same tier of being balanced. No, you've got 4 versus 1, completely different abilities, completely different mindsets on how to win. It's interesting. Right now, the balance is shifting pretty hardcore, because 3 or 4 weeks ago, the Veil Demon had a couple builds that were completely broken. Even if a team knew what they were doing and had a composition, there were a couple builds you could play that you could just annihilate them. There's nothing they could really do except try and get as far as possible in the map. You could usually down most teams before they even got to the boss room with certain builds. But after recent nerfs to the Veil Demon, that is no longer the case. Now it's more like you're just delaying the inevitable of them killing the boss against a good team. Now, facing versus randoms, it's a whole different story. It almost feels like you can just have fun and not even worry and still kill them. Hell, a lot of the teams that aren't even pre-made teams die to nothing. Like, you don't even have to interfere and they just die to AI. When I play Veil Demon, there's a couple games where I just feel bad because, I throw up 2 Watchers and nobody attacks the Watchers, and the Watchers will just sit there and down 2 people. So, but I'm going to be messing with some builds now. I'm going to be trying out some different abilities, talents, gems. I want to see what works, what doesn't work. It's really hard unless I get like a core group of people to test it on, playing as Veil Demon, that is. But hero builds and stuff I'm going to work on here shortly, and try and get some videos out on that. Try and just help some new people out that are just starting the game. I know they gave away several thousand keys over the Invitational, so we got a lot of new blood. So if you're one of those new people, welcome as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And let's see. I think that just about covers it. That kind of sums up everything I just wanted to get out there real quick and let you all know. I'll probably have a video either today or tomorrow with the Invitational footage from my perspective of the stream. And then start working on some more guides and try and help some people. So, hopefully you guys are having fun. Enjoying Breach. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, please leave them in the comments below. It is much appreciated. I can't get better if I don't know what's wrong. Have a good one.